This is a game problem, similar to playing chess. I list the numbers and their divisors in the table. Emily is thinking about how she can group all the numbers into 5 turns or 7 turns so that she can win. Daniel, of course, he also wants to win. He's thinking about how to play in a way that forces all the numbers to be used in an even number of turns, such as 4 or 6 turns. In this table, we can see 1 is the divisor of all the other numbers, so 1 will be crossed out in the first round anyway. And each player must think ahead and anticipate how the other will respond in the next move or even the move after that. If we take these numbers in sequence, we can use them in 7 turns, which is the maximum number of turns. If I were Emily, I would try to push toward this strategy. If any number is taken early while its divisors are still available, the total number of turns will decrease. The total number of decrease in turns is depending on the number of divisors. So if the number has 1 divisor, total turns will reduce 1, namely from 7 to 6 or 5 to 4. If it has 3 divisors, total rounds will reduce 3. So let's have a look at step by step. So in the table 1, I will use blue to represent actual draw, and black represent the player's anticipation in their head. Not real draw, just anticipation. And pink is Emily's anticipation, and black is Daniel's anticipation. So, if Emily takes 1 on her first round, what would Daniel do? Daniel would think, if I take 4, that means I have to cross 2 or 4, then Emil, and then that means its originally 7, then what becomes 6? It seems to be good for me. But of course, Emily is not stupid. Emily must also think, yeah, now 6 is good for Daniel. But I can also reduce to 5, that would good be for me. So therefore, she might take 3 and 6. Then Daniel will lose, because then the numbers ended as Emily's. And if the last 2 numbers, 5 or 7, the sequence doesn't matter. So the Daniel will not take 4. He will take 3, or just an odd number, or prime number doesn't have any divisor. So take 3 now. And now it's Emily's turn. And Emily must be careful. If she takes 2 or 4, then the 10 will become 6, in total, because 2 and 4, they're crossed out together. Then Daniel just take the other number just left over. In total will be 6 rounds, 6 turns. Then Daniel will win. So Emily, in the end, she will not take 4, and she will take, for example, 2 or 6 or 5 or 7, it doesn't matter, but just doesn't take 4. And then the left number has to be drawn in 4 times, in total 7 turns. So Emily can win if she play in this way. So now let's look at the other options. If Emily take the other cards or take the other numbers at the first turn. So if Emily take 2, which means she will cross out 1 and 2. And which means the total turns is now from 7 to 6. And this is beneficial for Daniel. Daniel shall not play stupidly. And then he would think, okay, I will take only the small number, so that he push. There is no compensated number has another divisor available anymore. So he will take 3. Then Emily or Daniel, all the rest number 4, 5, 7, 6, they don't have divisor anymore. So they are just individual. So it doesn't matter which sequence they will take. So Daniel will win. And then let's look at the 3. If Emily takes 3, and then the first cross out will be 1 and 3. So it's the same as 2. So it's only a 6 round any taken. So Daniel, of course, he will take 2, so that all the other numbers left, which they will not have any divisor anymore, they accept themselves. So they don't care about 4, 5, 7, 6. The sequence is not important, but they just total 6 rounds. So 6 rounds, Daniel will win. So now let's look at 4, which means Emily has to cross out 1 and 2 and 4. So because the 4 has 2 divisors, so that means in 7 rounds, now reduced to 5 rounds. So Daniel would think, I would push it directly to 4. So what he will do, of course, he will take 3 and 6. Then from 5, then reduce 1 to 4. And then the left numbers, 5 and 7, they don't have divisor. So then Daniel will also win because now in total only 4 rounds. Let's look at 1, 5 or 1, 7. It's very similar. So if Emily take 1, 5, for example, Daniel is already only 6 round, and then he will guarantee there are only 4 rounds because 6 rounds still have the 5 round possibility. So he would push to the 4 rounds. So he take 2, 3, 6 out. Then there's only 4, 7 left. Then it's also 4 rounds. So Daniel will win for sure, no matter Emily take 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7. So the only chance for Emily to win is only when she takes 1 at the first round. So that means the answer is A.